Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921, the last release of the year. And guys, I'm really hoping this maybe can save the series a bit this year. A and B 21 were solid batches, but to me didn't have any standout characteristics that make ECBP so good every year. Will C921 change that? Stay tuned for a review and blind tasting against A and B right now on the Mash and Drum. What's up, folks? I'm Jason C from the Mash and Drum, and today we're reviewing the final Elijah Craig Barrel Proof batch of 2021, coming in at 120.2 proof, another lower proof release compared to some of those 130 plus proofers we see, 12 years old, non-chill filtered, and all that other goodness. Take a look. All right, well, you guys know the deal. I don't want to waste too much time with the history. There's not a very long history of this bottle. You guys know the deal. Elijah Craig Barrel Proof started in 2013. It was a gift shop release before it went national. 3 different batches are released per year as of now. Mash bill of 75% corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. Barrel Proof, 12 years old, made by Heaven Hill, priced at 65 bucks retail. All right, so let's just dive in. Generally, the C batches in the last multiple years have been my favorite. So not that it's got a lot of work to do to try to beat A and B, but we will throw it in a quick blind tasting and see how they do. So let's go to the nose first. All right, this is closer to an ECBP nose that I'm familiar with. Really nice oak, some peanut butter, little bit of like a funkiness to it. You know, one of like, reminds me a little bit of one of the old pirate bottles a little bit. Not like completely like that, but there's definitely kind of a dusty note going on. Very rich caramels and cinnamon here. I mean, I already took 1 pour of this, actually 1.5 pours, just to see how it was. Generally, the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs just do better after a little bit of, you know, air time in the bottle, you know. I firmly believe that air does change a bottle of whiskey over time. Some people don't, some people do. But I think the Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs definitely do change. This one, the nose is interesting because I could feel like I could smell a little bit of the corn in here. Like almost like it's coming off younger. But then I go back to it and then like you keep nosing it. And then you start getting the age notes in there. You get the 12-year, like you feel like you're getting some nice aged oak notes. A lot of the, like again, like that mustiness. A lot of rich caramels. But yeah, the peanut butter, it's a little like a peanut butter and jelly thing going on, I think. You get the peanut butter, and then there's a hint of a dark fruit in there as well. All right, let's give it a go. Ooh, that one drinks. Get a lot of oak on this one. Yeah, getting that really rich oak note. This, I could feel the 12 years old on this, but, well, let's go for a second sip and see how it drinks. This is nice, has good heat to it. I feel like it actually drinks hotter than 120 proof. Like if you told me that this was an 130 proof Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, I'd probably believe you. It definitely drinks a little bit hot for what it is. But it's a little bit more on the oaky side. I like the cinnamon. I like the little hint of dark fruit. There's a butteriness to it as well. A little bit of a butterscotch type note going on, which is my favorite note in bourbon. All right, that's it. It's starting to tame down a little bit. I think my palate just needs to get used to it. Now I feel like it's drinking like 120 proof. It's getting a little bit easier. Has a really just long, spicy finish. And this is where I could appreciate the flavors of a good Elijah Craig barrel proof. It's not, that initial heat is now turning to just a nice, spicy, long, lingering finish. Yeah, a lot of sweet caramel, a little bit of a drying aspect on it. It definitely has kind of like a sweet tobacco thing going on, I think, a little bit too, like a nice little cigar smoke. That's a really nice batch. Really, really nice batch for a C921. Thank God. Man, the A and B. Well, we'll do a blind tasting real quick here. One last sip, and then we'll throw it into a blind. It's got a lot of spice to it. A lot of baking spice, cinnamon, nutmeg, a little bit of that buttery, like the slightest maybe hint of fruit there too. It's a nice balance for an Elijah Craig barrel proof. It's kind of, it hits all the notes that you want a good Elijah Craig barrel proof to hit, especially for a 12-year-old bourbon. You want to get a nice mix of oak, spice, balance, proof, a little hint of fruit there, just to kind of round everything out. It does drink a little bit spicy, but man, I love that. I love the long, lingering finish on this one. All right, I'm going to set this up against A121 and B521, and let's see what happens. All right, blind tasting time, my favorite time of year. Let's find out what is the best Elijah Craig barrel proof batch this year, in my opinion. We have the C, as you guys know, we just tasted 120.2 proof. This is the B, coming in at a low 118.2 proof. And then the A batch, which came in at 123.6 proof. It's really interesting. I'm wondering if, not that 120 proof is really low, but you wonder if, these are small batch. They're taking some barrels from the lower parts of the warehouse that have a little bit more, condensation around the barrels because of the lower, cooler temperatures. That's driving the proof a little bit lower than we typically see from Elijah Craig barrel proof. But all right, so let's get rid of these bottles. Let's mix these up. All right, let's do a quick blind and see which one wins out. So here we go. Let's crown the top Elijah Craig barrel proof of 2021 and see. I don't know if any of these are going to make my top this year, but we'll see. All right, so this first one, not great on the nose. It's very faint. Light caramel, not dark caramel. Very peanutty. Still get your nice cinnamons, but not a lot of depth there on the first one. Let's go to this one. This one has a little bit more going on in the glass. Yeah, this one's a little bit light too. Man. Man, going from first one to the second one. Actually, A is, even though it's light, it's coming off sweeter than B is. B has those nice light caramels. A and B are pretty similar. Man, you really kind of stick your nose at A, and it's just not. I actually think I like the nose on A a little bit more than B than the second one here, because there's more sweetness in there. It's opening up a little bit nicer. I could really smell some youth actually on B, which I'm not, which I mean for a 12-year-old bourbon, you're not really expecting that. Let's go to the last one. Oh, the last one is, oh, that's night and day. That's heads above the other two. So whatever this last one is, that's easily the winner when it comes to the nose. A and B are pretty similar. This last one, forget it. It's not even close. This is super sweet. It's candy. It's butterscotchy. Not even close. All right, let's taste A here. Yeah, typical ECBP, peanut, cinnamon, a little bit of oak, a little bit of powdered sugar there. Got some of that butteriness too. Not really getting a dark fruit aspect to this one. Drink's pretty good. Not terrible. It's just a very solid ECBP. As I said, the first two ECBPs that released this year, the A121, the B521, solid batches, but nothing that really stood out. The C this year, after just what I tasted, might have a chance. All right, let's try the second one here. B is nice. It's definitely coming off a little bit easier than the first one. Getting a lot of corn in B. A lot of like corn notes and a lot of peanut. Peanut and corn, almost like Cracker Jack in B. that I like the first one over the second one when it comes to overall palate and just taste. Yeah, this one tastes youthful, which is, you would think an Elijah Craig Barrel Proof being at 12 years old just would not taste like. So, all right, let's go to the last one here, which easily won the nose. Oh yeah, the nose on this one's awesome. Yeah, I think C is way better on the palate than the first two. Kind of a drying aspect to it again, but I think there's just more going on in that last class than the first two. Let me go back to the first one here. Picking up a little bit of that youth in the first one as well. Now, after coming off that one, let's go to B again. Yeah, I definitely don't dig B. All right, so overall, the nose on whatever this one is completely stood out. The nose on the last class destroyed the first two. When it comes to the palate, I also think the last one, maybe not destroyed, but there's definitely a step up here. Yeah, there's just more going on with this one than the other two. These other two are coming off youthful, especially coming off that one. All right, so I'm gonna place them like this. I'm gonna put this glass as my first place, which is actually the last one here. I'm gonna put number 1 as my second place, and this one is last place. So let's see what we got here. So last place for me, well, that's not surprising. B. Yeah, the B521 just did not do it for me, which means it's down to A and C. Wow. All right. Well, there it is. A121 comes in second, and C comes in as my favorite batch of the year for Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. Not a big surprise. The C on the nose, holy crap. The nose on that one is all just like everything you want in Elijah Craig Barrel Proof. But man, when it comes to just overall flavor, quality, and what you expect from Elijah Craig Barrel Proof, C921 is where it's at. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the review for the Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C921. Also, the quick blind tasting we did against A and B. C, a clear standout winner this year. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button below. Please hit the like button if you haven't yet. Follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. Let me know if you've had all 3 this year, what you think of it. And as I always say, it's not about the whiskey, it's the people you share with. Cheers, and I will see you next time right here on the Mash and Drum ECBP goodness, baby. Hopefully I don't fall on my ass this time. Cheers.